to swing the pressure from one side of the board to the other. It's not working. Take that one. And my opponent resigned. That was candidate master Damjan PBG from Serbia, and he bit the dust. So we beat him, and we beat him in 25 moves. It was 2,167. Ken Parr. Hey, listen, Ken Parr, thank you for subscribing. It says, if you win, I do the subscription, and I won the game. Thank you, Ken Parr. I'm glad I won the game. I got a subscription from my good friend Ken Parr. Ken Parr, would you like a game? I'll give you a game, Ken Parr, if you'd like a game. Would you like to have a game, Ken Parr, or just watch? Just watch, okay. I'll play another game then. I'm playing this game for Ken Parr. This is for Ken Parr that just subscribed. Now let's see who we're playing. We'll probably play someone about the same strength. 2170, 2200. Oh, Shaz, I'm playing right now. I'm playing for Ken Parr. Ken Parr just subscribed to the channel, and he said he'd like to watch. And he was happy to see me playing someone 2100. I'm playing someone 2,367. This player here, Alejnboy, excuse me, is from Spain, and he's FIDE Master Strength. So he's a very strong player. We're talking about somebody just under International Master Strength, like a world-rated player. This is a very strong player indeed. So I have to put my best foot forwards if I want to cause him any trouble. He's a tough cookie, basically. He's a tough cookie. See, what he was trying to do is he was trying to sacrifice a piece even. So I've got a really good position here. This is very difficult. I basically want to eliminate the power of the D4 square. Black's got danger. There's danger there on the D4 square for me, and I don't like it. I'm going to try to take the pressure off the D4 square. Black's created a weakness on E3, which I can't exploit at present. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build up pressure on the, I can threaten queen takes E3 here. I'm threatening queen takes E3. My opponent's capturing. He's trying to win on time now. I'm going to penetrate rook D6. Plan is to double rooks. Right, now what do? Double rooks. I've got to keep the pressure on the D file. It's really important, super critical. I'll play H4. I want to fix my pawn structure. I'll play bishop there. I'll try to change castles. I want to attack that pawn. As you can see, I'm taking a pawn off. It was really important to get that pawn. I've stopped the knight coming out there. So I've got a 3-2 majority. My opponent has got a strong game as well. I'll take that. I'll get an outside pass pawn. What we're trying to do is head towards a draw at this stage. If we can draw, we're doing very well. Take that off. Hit the horse. The knight is defending the pawn. We're going to go for it. We're going to change bishops. We've got an outside pass pawn here, folks. This is really dangerous for my opponent. I'll take with the king. I'll take the pawn off. I'll take the pawn. Attack the knight. Push the pawn. Push the pawn. And we've just got a draw against a very, very strong player. Draw. Now that's good result. He's 2,363 rating. So he's just under, he's about FIDE Master Strength, just under International Master. And we got a draw, which is a really good result. 2363. He's in the upper echelon. So that's all right. We gained 4 points there, went to 2162. Not easy to beat. You see, if you want to analyse it, the player that I was giving a lesson to, Jules, was rated about 363. So this guy was 2,000 points stronger than her. So he's a pretty good player. Yeah. He could play Untitled Tuesday probably. I'll just have a look at him. I want to see who he is. Yeah, so you can see he's got a little photograph on the left-hand side of the of his profile, and he's got Alexander. You probably can't read it, but he's got Alexander Alekin, Boris Spassky, and Mikhail Tal as his heroes. He's got a little composite photo of the three of them. It's quite cute, really, and he's a very, very accomplished player. He's been playing some good players all around about 2,300 strength. And then he ran into me, 2162, but he couldn't beat me. There you go. All right, so that was my opponent then. Okay, right. He's been playing international masters and stuff, so he's a good player, a very accomplished player. Anyway, now, the Cafe Solo, Strobex Gaming. Strobex is putting little pictures of me up. It's really, you got to laugh, because now that Strobex is like one of the in crowd on the channel, he's subscribed probably, or gifting or whatever. He's a tier player. He gets little pictures of me and he's showing them on the chat. He's repeating the little pictures of me. I'm sure it's a picture of me. There's another one there too, another gift that you get when you subscribe, or you go tier 1 or tier 3 or something. And it's a Hulk smash. It's a Hulk smash icon. I wish I could show you. Hold on a second. Oh, Jules subscribed to tier 1. Oh, thank you, Jules. Oh, listen, Jules, Jade Alexandra, good morning. It's the beautiful Jade Alexandra. Jade, would you like to have a game? Oh, Jade's got a little Hulk smash. And then if you go to the board, you can see Jade's got a 1 month subscriber Hulk smash, right? Jules probably gets it too now. Jules has probably got the Hulk smash, or well, Jade's also a moderator, and she's from Prime Gaming. Jules, I think we should play you one more game. Yeah, Jules, we're gonna challenge Jules, I think. Right? I want to challenge Jules. I want to teach her a little bit more about chess. She subscribed to our channel, and the least we could do is be really, really nice to her, because it's the least we can do for young Jules. Here we go. So we'll challenge her to a 10-minute game, and we'll try to help her with her game a little bit more. We'll reinforce some of the things that we told her if she wants to play. She may be a bit tired, we don't know. But we're going to challenge her. Good morning, Matisticus. Matisticus is one of our favourite people here on the channel. He's right at the top of one of my favourites, I can tell you. Yeah. What's the noise? Hold on. I thought I heard a bird. Tweet, 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 tweet. No, that's me. That's my crow call. I'm doing the crow call. There was once on TV, Jules is not responding. She's probably tired from all that brainwashing, the chess brainwashing. It's terrible. Oh, can I send it again? The challenge is still going through, Jules. I cancelled it, and I'm going to give Jules the white pieces, and I'm challenging young Jules to a 10-minute brainwashing. Oh, it's not brainwashing. It's all friendly stuff. So, Jules, I've resent that request. Oh, yeah, I get birds out the back all the time, Jade. I could take my TV. If I had to get the birds here, if they were outside, I'd show you. Right, okay. D4. I'd have to lift up my computer. I'm working on an Apple Mac laptop. Oh, sorry, I've got to talk to Jules. D4. Now, when I play this move, knight F6 is a very good move. Knight here, right? Knight there. This move here, right? That is a good move. This is a good move, okay? That's a good move. Okay, these are all good moves I'm giving you. These are choices that you could play, right? Any of those are good moves, and I'll tell you why when you choose one. So the beautiful Jules is from the Netherlands, folks. So big shout out to the people in the Netherlands, and her friend, here we are, knight f6. Jules is not 379. She's probably some female master from the Netherlands, incognito. Anyway, I'm going to play c4. The reason why knight f6 is good is because it controls that square and develops one of the two pieces here, right, here and here, to prepare to castle the king and put it in safety. So Jules has played like a master. Now what I'm going to do is each time I make a move, and this is for everybody, I'm going to suggest a range of moves that are good, and Jules is going to choose one of them. Now in this position I'm going to play c4. This is the Queen's Pawn Gambit. Now this move is a good move. This move is a good move, and I'll tell you why later. And that move is a good move. So there you go. So Jules has got a choice of 3 good moves, top-rated master moves. And Jules chooses that one, which I didn't suggest that one, but that is an excellent move. 10 out of 10, Jules. But please follow the arrows and choose from them. Otherwise, so we're trying to get you on a learning curve. But d6 is 10 out of 10 move, okay? Now, I'm going to play knight f3. Now, Jules, this is a good move. This is 10 out of 10 move. It's probably, and that's a 8 out of 10 move. So you've been given an idea what moves to play, and I'll tell you the reasons behind them when you do it. Okay, what you're choosing here is the Old Indian Defence. That's the name of the opening. It's called the Old Indian Defence. Now, when you play d6, that opened up your bishop, right? When you push this pawn here, when you push this pawn here, you opened up your bishop diagonal. You see that? So that's one of the reasons why that move was so good, Jules, right? It developed a piece. It increased the power and the scope of the bishop, okay? And this is for everybody here, okay? When you play this move, when you play g6, your last move, you prepare to fianchetto your bishop, and you prepare to castle, right? Okay, so I'm going to play knight to c3, and your best move on the board is that move. That's 10 out of 10, and I'll explain, when you make that move, if you make that move, that's the very best move. Grandmaster World Chess Champion Carlsen would make that move. 10 out of 10. Jules is not playing like somebody 379. She's playing like somebody 2,800 in rating. Seriously. Anyway, okay, so we're teaching everybody the openings here. This is a real chess lesson for everybody on the channel. We're really serious. You can see I'm really, really focused here. And I hope Jules is listening and following. This is one of the super chess lessons she could ever get from anybody on any chess channel. Okay. All right then. So now what I'm going to do is I've got a choice of moves. I've got the choice of this move. I've got the choice of that move. Both moves offer opportunities for white. Okay. I'm going to choose this one because I believe that's sort of a solid move. Probably my first. Jules, that's your best move. And I'm going if that's castling, castle king side. You move your king 2 squares to your left. Great. 10 out of 10. After this game, Jules, we're going to seriously take you into the analysis room, and the chess engine is going to analyse your game and show you that you said that you were hopeless and you were a beginner, and the chess engine is going to show you that no, you've changed everything in the last few minutes. In 1 minute and 26 seconds that you've been playing, you've grown from a 379 player to a 1200 player. Mark my words, you have. Right, okay. All right then. Now, I have a choice in this position. If I play bishop, I won't do that. If I play bishop d3, my bishop bites against this granite down here. And I don't like the bishop aiming at this beautiful pawn structure. You see that pawn structure there? These pawns here, here, and here. That's the fianchetto position. It's a very powerful position, and it's very hard to crack it opening. When you're white and you want to attack black, a fianchetto position like this is very, very hard to crack. Great grandmasters like Svetozar Gligoric and some of the best grandmasters ever lived have played this game and got this set up. Even in the Boris Spassky Fischer match, Bobby Fischer has played Grunfeld systems, which are similar to this, where you play D5 instead of D6. But this is a King's Indian. It's not a Grunfeld opening. You'll learn all that later, Jules. But at the moment, all I'm trying to stress to you is this formation here: rook here, king here, pawn here, bishop there, pawn here, and knight there. That's a strong King's Indian defence, normal variation, solid position. I'm going to play bishop e2. Why do I play this move? I play this move preparing to castle. I want a castle too. I need to get my king in safety. Now, Jules, your position. You've got a choice. In this position, normally knight c6 is played. That's an option. Bishop g4 can be played, this move. That's an option to get rid of your bad bishop. I play it all the time, that move. And what else can be played? The whole idea of playing bishop here is to just take the knight off, right? Okay, so that's the plan. And I suggest that you play a move like that. But as I say, knight c6 or bishop there, one of those two are good moves. You can't go too far wrong. Another move that's an option is c5, that move. I'd say about 8.5 out of 10. The engine would probably say, when we look at this later, the engine would probably say c5 is the best move, okay? Right. Okay, so I'm going to castle, put my king in safety. A logical move for you now would be, I'll tell you what I play. Play what I play in chess. I often just take the knight. I often just take the knight in that position, go for the black squares. I play this position all the time. And just play it and just see what happens. And I'll tell you why you do it, okay? Okay, so I recapture. And the whole idea is when you look at the position is black's got a bishop on the black square, knight on the black square, pawn on the black square, pawn on the black square, pawn on the black square. And what black wants to do is he wants to fight for the black squares. Now what he does actually is he can move his knight out here, but that's not a good move. Don't do that. Knight back here is a better move, right? And the point being is you want to play this move, okay? But you don't play that move just yet. You play this move first, right? Move order is very, very critical in these positions. Okay, we might not even play through the whole game, Jules, but what we're doing is teaching you about structures and how to develop your openings. Right, now the whole plan is, see the white bishop here, just don't make a move, Jules. You see the bishop here, it's like a pawn. See, we turned the bishop into a pawn. So that looks like a pawn chain, pawn, pawn, pawn. But it's actually a bishop. And its scope is very bad. It came from here to here, and it can't do anything. The only move it could possibly play is this move, but that's a bad move, okay? So usually white, in a lot of the games, white would play a move like, say, rook, pawn here, and try to fianchetto it, or bishop here, okay? Now this is where your best move is to challenge the black squares. That's why your knight here went backwards. It was to push this pawn and to challenge the centre. The centre is so important in chess. You've got to fight for the squares in the centre. It's an eternal battle that goes on between all the grandmasters. If you play through grandmaster games, you'll see them fighting for the centre, juxtapositioning their pieces, right? And trying to get the smallest little intangible little advantage out of the opening. So that's probably your best move in the position. Right, white would usually just, a lot of the time players will push the pawn, or they'll just move the bishop or whatever, right? They might move the bishop just back one square and put it on a good square. And now what you do now is, you see how you got your pawn here and your pawn there and your bishop here, and you're focused attacking that pawn. Well, then attack it again. Put the knight out. Get your development out. See, that's your last minor piece, Jules, your last minor piece. So you must bring that into the game. And then what you'll do then, I'm going to take you back to your last game, Jules. You remember your last game where you had a rook on this square here. I'm flashing the square for you. H8 square. You had a rook on H8 and you moved your rook over one square. And I told you at the time, these are your major pieces, right? But now have a look at your major pieces now. They've got more scope, your rooks at the back, castles. They're called rooks, they're called castles. La tour in French, tongue twister. Anyway, but the point is, in this position, white would invariably just push past. If white captured, for instance, we'll have a look at both moves, but if white captured, you take with the pawn, right? If you took with the knight, pawn to bishop 4 would be playable, and to chase your knight away, and white would have space. Correct, pawn takes pawn. Why? Because this pawn controls that square, this bishop controls that square here, right? And the knight controls that square. So if white was to play queen to d2, you'd say, thump the knight in the middle of the board. Do it, Jules. Thump the knight in the middle of the board. So now you've completed your development, right? Just play that move, Jules. Don't think about it. Knight d4. Because I'm not going to play any more chess with you. I'm going to take you to the chess engine and show you what a game you played, okay? I want you to play that move, knight d4. Follow the arrow and make that move. And I'll explain to you why it's good. because I'm teaching you. But if you don't make the move, I can't teach you. We're all waiting, Jules. Please, move the knight. We can't stay here all day. You're not taking anything. You're just moving your knight forwards. You're just playing knight here. Just move your knight there. It's protected by the pawn and the bishop. Great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you a draw. I've offered you a draw. I want you to accept the draw. I don't want you to lose to me. I want you to draw. Okay. I know you're tired, but I want you to come with me now to the analysis room. You just got to draw against the FIDE master, okay? You got a draw against a rated player, a titled player, okay? I've given you a draw, okay? Cost me a lot of rating points. Do you notice your rating is now 441, Jules? Your rating is 441. You've gone up 100 rating points. Now what I'm going to do I'm going to do something else for you. We're going to look at your game. Here, this is your game. Sit back and relax. You don't have to think. Now, this is your game that you played. You played knight f6, and we're in the engine room. And the engine's telling you knight f6 is a book move. I played c4, and the engine's telling me that's a book move. You can see the little book next to the move. Then you played d6. That was your own move, and you got a book move report for that. Okay, 10 out of 10, Jules. I played knight f3. That's a book move. g6, book move according to the engine. Now have a look at the bar on the left-hand side of the board, Jules. White's got a small initiative. It's another book move. A book move. So you're playing theory, all the latest theory, Jules. I played e4, a book move, trying to gain the centre. You castled, Jules, a book move. I played bishop e2, a book move. All theory. We're playing the King's Indian defence, the orthodox variation. Bishop g5, it's a book move. Well played. Castles, a book move. All theory. So Jules, 441 from the Netherlands. This young woman is playing like Beth Harmon in the Queen's Gambit. We've got a new Beth Harmon here in Jules 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, next move. Bishop takes knight. Excellent move according to the engine. Knight on f-file to d7 was best. Bishop takes f3, star move, best move. I get a star. Right, let's see now. What's next? Beth plays knight f-file to d7. Engine says e5 was better. However, bishop e3, star move. e5, excellent move, plus 0.68. Knight c6 was best. Bishop e2. Have a look at the bar on the left-hand side of the board, Jules. Position's dead even. Dead even. You're playing like a grandmaster according to the chess engine. Knight c6, star move. Jules has just played a star move. There you go. Right? A star move. The best move on the board. The world champion, Grandmaster Carlsen, he couldn't do any better than that move. Hikaru couldn't do any better than that move. I took a pawn off. That's excellent, but d5 was best. Pawn takes pawn, star move. Carlsen couldn't do any better. Hikaru, MVL, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, the great super grandmaster. None of them could do better than Jules 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're rated 3,000 for goodness sakes. Queen to d2, star move. I just developed a piece. And knight d4, and what does Jules do? She gets the best move again, okay? Right, that's the end of the game, and Jules drew against the FIDE master. And she deserved the draw because she listened to me. Her ears were open. She was tired. She was worn out. She'd gone through the windmill, through the cement mixer, but she listened, and she's trying to learn. We've got a new Beth Harmon here, folks. You're going to come back in 6 months' time and you'll see this Jules is no longer 441, but she will have broken through the 1,000 barrier. She's learned so much today. And now we're going to go into Jules' report card. Jules, can you see your report card here? You have got 94.9% accuracy in your game. 94.9%. Have you ever played a game like that before, Jules? You can be so proud of yourself. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you're a novice, that you're just a beginner. Show them this game where you played 94.9% accuracy. I played 97.4% accuracy. So I'm pretty proud of my game, okay? And you should be proud too. And with that, that's the end of Jules' 1, 2, 3, 4 presentation, folks. We're going to leave that there. And Jules, you can go into your archive, your archived games in chess.com, and please go back and refer to that game and play through it occasionally and try to build on your knowledge and the ideas and come back to me later and tell me that you can hold that rating of 441 and maybe even one day improve on it a little bit, okay? So I'm going to leave you now, because we've given you enough time. We've given you a real special run there. And I hope everyone enjoyed it, because that was such a high level opening that everybody should be able to get some sort of benefit from it.